To the outside world, I'm known by the codename Jackal, a top-tier assassin. But at home, I'm just a devoted husband. My wife has never once suspected that my income comes from killing. Today, I contacted a client to collect the remaining €3.75 million from my last job. Not only did he refuse to pay, he even sent back insults. A debt so large that even someone capable of killing a president would dare to default on it was something I couldn't tolerate. I didn't say much. I simply turned around, packed my bags, and prepared to collect the debt in person. Today is supposed to be my son's birthday. I should have been there with him, blowing out candles. But my wife didn't complain. Instead, she understood and even offered to drive me to the airport. The car came to a smooth stop at the terminal entrance. There was a hint of uncertainty in her eyes, like she couldn't quite figure me out. I leaned in, kissed her goodbye, and watched as her car disappeared down the road. Only then did I turn and leave. I didn't enter the terminal. Instead, I headed down to the lower level. I flagged a cab and quickly left the airport, heading straight for a bank vault to retrieve my passport and cash.
Santo justo.
Sí, señor.
Gracias.
I had no idea that my wife saw me while she was out buying flowers. She tried calling me, but all she got was a powered-off phone. I remained completely unaware. Just as I got into the car to head toward the debtor, I received a new offer, something much bigger. A $100 million assassination contract. The kind of job where massive reward comes with massive risk. My first instinct was to turn it down. But then I thought about my wife, my son. If I could finish this one last job, I could walk away from the bloodshed for good, and finally return to a normal life. In the end, I accepted the offer. After securing a $20 million advance, I didn't forget about the money I was owed from before. Digging into the client's company, I found it was owned by a corporation called Opapan, and on their official website, I saw a familiar face, Arya. That's when I realized she had been the one behind my last assignment. At that point, I stopped caring about the money. Then I made up my mind. This client would pay in another way. I tracked down Arya's personal driver. At gunpoint, I forced him into the trunk, then put a bullet in him.
Okay. Nein!
After changing into his uniform, I slipped seamlessly into her convoy. The moment the car started moving, I slammed the gas and sped off, taking Arya in the exact opposite direction. The security team barely had time to react. All they could do was scramble after us. Arya was terrified. She fumbled for her phone, desperately calling for help.
Herr Fest, was ist los?
Holen Sie mich da raus, Bruder! Was zum Teufel machen Sie da? Holen Sie mich raus!
The pursuing guards sent 2 vehicles to intercept me, and even sought out my tire. But with my driving skills, I managed to evade them. I finally pulled into a remote, isolated spot, ready to settle things with Arya once and for all. Gone was her arrogance. She broke down, begging for her life, admitting she was wrong to withhold the payment. Yes, she promised to transfer the money immediately, but I didn't care about the money anymore. All I wanted was to return the humiliation she gave me tenfold.
But it's not about the money.
A scream cut through the air. I quickly stripped off the driver's uniform, pulled a bomb from its trunk, set a timer, and walked away calm and composed.